शक्ति विकसित भारत के संकल्प की सिद्धि की सबसे बड़ी गारंटी है।
From Modi order guarantee to big minority outreach. Modi's Mission South is our top focus on 6 p.m. Prime. Good evening. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, and over the next 1 hour, we'll be focusing on the Prime Minister's visit to Kerala. Yesterday was Tamil Nadu. Today, in the state of Kerala, the Prime Minister has made it clear that the BJP is eyeing the South in the 2024 general elections. And it's very interesting to see how the BJP is changing strategy in Kerala to woo voters, indicative also in the Prime Minister's speech. We'll tell you more about that. A quick check of the top 6 headlines this hour first. BJP hits the streets in Karnataka's Hubballi a day after Karsevak's arrest. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah lashes out, says BJP will defend anyone with a saffron shawl. Politics peaks ahead of Ram Mandir consecration. Congress claims BJP linking Lord Ram to politics. BJP accuses AIMIM chief Owaisi of politicizing consecration ceremony. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal skips third ED summon and Liquorgate probe, demands ED to share questionnaire with him first. BJP hits out, calls Kejriwal a coward. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar likely to be made the convener of the India bloc. Sources say other opposition bloc members consulted final approval stamp in India's next meet. No relief for former Trinamool MP Maua Moitra. Supreme Court refuses to stay her expulsion as MP. BJP takes a pot shot, says Maua sold off nation security. And it's a big win for Gautam Adani from the top court. Supreme Court upholds SEBI probe into the Hindenburg allegation, says no ground to transfer investigation to the SIT. Gautam Adani hails the verdict. And let's begin by getting your highlights of the Prime Minister's visit to Kerala. He made one stop, and that was Thrissur, a seat that the BJP is counting on winning in the upcoming elections. But it's the start of a new year, and the Prime Minister has made it a point to start off his visit in the south. First was Tamil Nadu yesterday. He made a brief stopover also in Lakshadweep, and today in Kerala. He held a massive roadshow in Thrissur and then addressed a gathering of over 2 lakh women. This was seen as a Thanksgiving event where 2 lakh women gathered to thank the Prime Minister for the passage of the Women's Reservation Bill in both houses of the Parliament. And that's why Nari Shakti was a big focus of the Prime Minister's event in Thrissur. You see on stage there, actor, dancer Shobana, athlete PT Usha, Rajya Sabha MP, of course, cricket, Minnu Mani, and many others, all very prominent Malayali women present there on stage with the Prime Minister. Now, highlights of what the Prime Minister said. He lashed out at the UDF and the LDF, saying that they considered Nari Shakti weak and also hurt Muslim women. The other big buzzword of the Prime Minister's address was Modi ki guarantee. We've heard it in several rallies. He ensured that he also stuck to a bit of local flavor by not referring to it as Modi ki guarantee, but Modi ura guarantee. Now, a mega Tiruvatira performance was also organized by the BJP leadership ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to Thrissur. Again, you had 2,000 women performing the Tiruvatira before the Prime Minister touched down, again to symbolize that the Prime Minister's visit was all about Nari Shakti. This is a dance form that you see very often during Onam celebrations, traditional dance form of Kerala performed by women.
नारी शक्ति बंधन अधिनियम अब कानून बन चुका है। आपको याद होगा, जब तक देश में लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस के गठबंधन की सरकारें थी, तब तक मुस्लिम बहनें ट्रिपल तलाक से परेशान थी। मोदी ने मुस्लिम बहनों को ट्रिपल तलाक से मुक्ति देने की गारंटी दी थी। इंडी गठबंधन की सरकार सिर्फ और सिर्फ मोदी विरोध के कारण यहां काम होने नहीं देती। इंडी गठबंधन यहां केरला में लूट की खुली छूट चाहता है। यहां गोल्ड की स्मगलिंग को लेकर जो खेल चलता है, जिन दफ्तरों से चलता है, वो किसी से छिपा नहीं है। इंडी गठबंधन को सिर्फ एक ही काम आता है। इंडी गठबंधन हमारी आस्था पर चोट करता है। इन्होंने मंदिरों को, हमारे त्योहारों को भी लूट का माध्यम बना दिया है।
So a massive event that the BJP has held in Kerala, and the first we hear of many that's coming up in the next few months as the Prime Minister, the BJP central leadership is putting their focus on making inroads in states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu, where so far they've not really succeeded. I want to bring in Shibimol, who's joining us live from Thrissur, where this mega event took place. Shibimol, good evening. There's been a lot of talk, of course, about this event in Kerala. While the Prime Minister spoke, yes, about issues in Kerala, he also made it a big national talking point. But take us through also the significance of choosing the district of Kerala. There's a lot of talk of the BJP doing everything they can right now to ensure that they win this seat. We could be seeing actor Suresh Gopi being fielded from Thrissur, despite the fact that he hasn't really had a winning streak in this seat. We could also be seeing, the BJP reaching out to the minorities. We saw that in the Prime Minister's speech, and there's been a lot of talk of how the BJP is wooing the Christian vote bank.
Well, Akshita, if we see like Suresh Gopi, the candidate, the prospective candidate for the Thrissur constituency, this is not the first time his name has come up. In the last two elections, whether it's the 2019 Lok Sabha election or the 2021 Assembly election, he was fielded here, and BJP saw considerable increase in the vote share, and that's where they felt that Suresh Gopi is probably the candidate that they can look forward to. And since the last 2-3 years, since 2019, he has been contesting from here, and the last 2 years, especially if we see, especially after the 2021 Assembly election, he has been in Thrissur, spending a lot of time in Thrissur, in fact, working on the ground. There have been a lot of issues in Thrissur, and he has been addressing all that, actually leading the protest from the front, whichever, whenever it was against the state government, he was leading the protest for the people of Thrissur. So he has developed this image of, I am there for the people of Thrissur kind of. So as much as BJP, it's also Suresh Gopi, the individual's popularity that they are really looking forward to. But again, Thrissur is not an easy seat. It's my hometown also, so I can speak with conviction that this is a seat that has a lot of considerable Christian population as well as Muslim population. So it's a central part of Kerala. So there is a lot of vote bank, that's very strong vote bank for the Congress. If it's a Christian community, the church support really matters, and that's why we have seen a lot of Christian outreach from the side of BJP in the last few months, because the Congress candidate T.N. Prathapan, who is likely to be fielded, the incumbent MP from the constituency, has a strong support from the church. Well, that is what the BJP needs to really focus on. And also, as far as the left is concerned, it is a CPI seat, and if the CPI goes on to field a very strong, a very familiar face, the talks are that it could be former minister from the CPI, Sunil Kumar. If he is the candidate, then it's going to be a little tough for the BJP, because Sunil Kumar is somebody who has been on the ground since the last many years in Thrissur, so he's a very familiar face for the people of Thrissur. Again, one more problem that will arise for the Congress as well as the left is that if all the three parties are fielding a very strong candidate, the votes can go, votes can get splitted. In that case, the BJP can register victory or also. So a lot of factors are going to come into place. This is the constituency that is going to be the talking point for the Lok Sabha elections, and also something
from
that
what
the
you're
CPM
telling
State
me,
Secretary
Shibi, it's not going to be easy for the BJP, and they're going to keep in mind all the issues that you've raised. We'll talk about also what the BJP is doing in just a bit. But I'd like to thank you. You come from a very beautiful part of the country, from Thrissur, where also the beautiful Thrissur Puram festival happens. But the politics is definitely very interesting to watch out for. Thanks very much, Shibi, for joining us. I referred to the Prime Minister's comment on guarantees. Modi ki guarantee is something you've heard in many rallies. Here in Kerala, the Prime Minister said, Modi would a guarantee, giving it a Malayalam twist. But listen into what his guarantee is for the people of Kerala.
आजकल देश में मोदी की गारंटी की चर्चा है, लेकिन मैं मानता हूं देश की नारी शक्ति विकसित भारत के संकल्प की सिद्धि की सबसे बड़ी गारंटी है। दुर्भाग्य से आजादी के बाद लेफ्ट कांग्रेस की सरकारों ने, एलडीएफ, यूडीएफ की सरकारों ने नारी शक्ति को कमजोर माना। लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस ने लोकसभा और विधानसभा में महिलाओं को रिजर्वेशन देने वाला कानून बरसों तक लटकाए रखा, लेकिन मोदी ने आप सभी बहनों को आपका हक देने की गारंटी दी थी और उस गारंटी को पूरा करके दिखाया।
So the BJP is putting the focus on Tamil Nadu, on Kerala, on Andhra Pradesh, where they haven't been able to perform too well. But this time, what are they really changing in their strategy? Let's tell you all about BJP's Mission Kerala. The first step, what everyone's talking about and has garnered quite a bit of buzz, is the fact that the BJP in Kerala is now attempting to woo the Christian vote bank in the state, which is an 18%. So if they manage to actually get that vote bank on their side, it could be a game changer for them. We've had Prime Minister Modi himself meeting with several different priests, representatives, bishops of communities within the Christian religion. So it'll be interesting to see whether that actually translates to votes. Now, what the BJP has also realized is that in the previous elections, the Nair vote and the Yerava vote, which is the OBC vote, did go in favor of the BJP, not overwhelmingly, but they believe that they've got inroads that they can kind of build up on and work on. And these were largely considered to be Congress vote bases. So that's something that they'll focus on, eating into the Congress's Hindu vote base, which they've largely been unsuccessful in, because while they've attempted polarization politics, it hasn't really worked for the BJP. So they're changing strategy on this front as well. How? By focusing on development. You heard that also in the Prime Minister's speech when he talks about guarantees, when he talks about steps that have been taken for Kerala's betterment. He's focusing on development. Also, to woo youth, first-time voters in the state, the BJP is counting on ensuring that by putting the focus on development, that will really help them in getting these first-time voters. But let's talk about why the BJP has really failed to make inroads in Kerala. Their vote share has largely always hovered at around 12%. It's never gone above that. So what's not worked for them? First is no consolidation of the Hindu vote bank, which has happened in many other states. In Kerala, it never happens. Even on an issue like Sabrimala, when there was a lot of politics and the BJP also said that, this is Hindu devotees being targeted, it didn't really translate to votes. Minority vote banks, whether it's the Christian vote or the Muslim vote, they firmly continue to back the Congress and the left. The difference is there, perhaps the BJP can make the most of. The other big setback is that they have no prominent face in Kerala BJP. When you have a Pinarayi Vijayan on one side, for the Congress also, they've got so many prominent faces. The BJP in Kerala is right now still focusing on the Modi factor because they don't have any big voice or big face in Kerala, which they'll be hoping to change. Now, as we saw, the Prime Minister before the event also took part in a mega rally. He was there walking, waving, interacting with all of the women. I want to get you some of those images from the Prime Minister's Kerala visit. Let's begin with the Roadshow, which was in fact through the roads of Thrissur. Prime Minister Modi was accompanied by BJP State President K. Surendran as well as actor Suresh Gopi, who could contest from Thrissur. Now, Prime Minister Modi's major focus has been women empowerment, and this visit was all about that. You could see actor Shobana, athlete PT Usha, you had cricketer Minu Mani, singers like Vaikom, all of them present there on stage welcoming the Prime Minister. After addressing 2 lakh women, Prime Minister Modi was seen holding a photo session with all of the women on stage. and essentially the focus was Nari Shakti. He was seen also candidly interacting with many of them. A mega Tiruvatira performance was also organized by the BJP leadership. This was before the Prime Minister touched down in Thrissur. The message was clear that the BJP and the Prime Minister was focusing on women empowerment, which is why they went ahead with this kind of a dance form, which is all about, of course, women dancing on the occasion of Onam. And the countdown to the general elections is officially kicking off across the country. The Election Commission will start its tour of states from January 7th, in 4 days from now, to take stock of the preparations for the Lok Sabha elections. This tour will start from Tamil Nadu. In the first phase of the 3-day visit to the states, the EC will essentially be taking stock of preparations for Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and for Telangana. So these are the 3 states that will be looked into in the first phase. This tour will be from 7th to 10th January. Let's take this across to Aishwarya Paliwal for more details. Aishwarya, election season officially kicking off. The poll panel will begin their tour where they'll be taking a sense of the issues on ground, places where, there'll be a need for more security, etc. And we understand they'll be starting from the south right up to the north. So it'll be Tamil Nadu, Andhra and Telangana first.
Well, definitely, Akshita, we will see that this is an exercise which the Election Commission does every Lok Sabha elections. They tour almost the entire country. And this is beginning in January. Let me tell you, it will go on till almost mid-Feb. This is what the Election Commission at the moment is planning for. And special attention will be given to those places, especially, if you look at the Northeast, special attention will be given to those places. What kind of security would be needed? And, what are the things that the locals will need to take care of? All those things will be down there. And after the commission's meeting is over, then they will make sure that they speak with the CEOs of all the states. So all the nitty-gritties will be taken care of. And the kick-starting is happening from the 7th of January. This will go on till mid-Feb. This is what we are understanding at the moment. And in the first week of March is when, from what we are understanding, the big dates for the election 2024 will be announced by the Election Commission.
All right. Thanks very much, Aishwarya, for all of those details. Let's move on to the other big story that we're tracking here on 6 p.m. Prime. A day after the arrest of 50-year-old Srikanth Pujari, a car sevak in Karnataka's Hubballi, the showdown refuses to die down. The BJP today staged massive protests across Karnataka over Pujari being arrested for his alleged role in the riots that broke out 31 years ago. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, however, has defended the arrest, lashing out at the BJP, saying even if a criminal wears a saffron shawl, he'll be defended by the BJP.
A day after the arrest of car sevak Srikanth Pujari in Karnataka's Hubballi, the political showdown has simply exploded. The BJP hit the streets across Karnataka over the car sevak being arrested 31 years later.
Rebuilding the Ram Mandir was the topmost priority of all the Indians. Probably in this direction, the car sevaks, whoever has participated, they are the nationalists. We respect them. This is not the way to treat them. Immediately, the government should withdraw all the cases, whatever has been booked against these people.
As protests peak, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has lashed out at the opposition BJP. The Karnataka government continues to justify the arrest and has dismissed all allegations of Srikanth Pujari being targeted for being a Ram Bhakt.
ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕೇಸಸ್ನ ಯಾರು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಶಾಂತಿ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Meanwhile, the Congress's B.K. Hari Prasad drew a controversial Godhra parallel, prompting a sharp retort from the BJP.
ಗುಜರಾತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಸೇವಕರ ದಹನ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು ಗೋಧ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಹಿತಕರವಾದ ಘಟನೆ ನಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬಾರದು.
BK Prasad, mental worry is a mental worry people. I don't care. Any Hindu will not care. Modi government is strong. there is no anything happens in India. That is the Modi. That is the Modi.
As the BJP ups the political pressure, the family of 50-year-old Shrikant Pujari has also cried political conspiracy.
हमारे पति को छोड़े तो अच्छा होता जी। ये राबने का हमारे राब को खाने का हमें बैठने को नहीं होता जी। हमारा क्या भी नहीं अभी हमको भी आराम नहीं। हमारे पति को हमने छोड़े तो अच्छा होता।
गवर्नमेंट में मैं बोलता हूँ बीजेपी कांग्रेस कुछ भी हमारा ये नहीं इश्यू नहीं है। हमारा ये विरोध करे तो तभी विरोध करे थे। अभी कुछ भी नहीं हमको मैं बोल रहा हूँ करे सो गलती हुआ और तभी करे सो अभी छोड़े तो रिलीज करे तो बस कर दो।
With just weeks to go for the Mandir inauguration in Ayodhya, the showdown in Karnataka over a car sevak's arrest has become the biggest political talking point across the country. With Sagai Raj in Hubli, Bureau Report, India Today.
And the political showdown only escalating. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has now taken to social media to lash out at the BJP for their support, saying, here's a list of the charges against 50-year-old Shrikant Pujari. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is saying that Shrikant Pujari is only pretending to be a Rama devotee, to be a devotee of Lord Ram, but is a sociopath in the eyes of the law. According to Siddaramaiah, Shrikant Pujari has 16 charges against him. Now, this is what Siddaramaiah has said, that this person who's being defended by the BJP is facing charges of involvement in 16 acts of illegal liquor sale, of gambling, etc., and of all of his criminal acts. The BJP should come out and support all of these criminal acts, or give up the protest and apologize publicly. I want to bring in Sagai Raj, who's joining us live from Hubli with more on this. Sagai, you've now got this whole new twist with Siddaramaiah saying that there are 16 charges against Shrikant Pujari. Not just about rioting in 1992, but a lot more.
Absolutely. He has also released a list of 36 people, including Shrikant Pujari, who have been arrested for pending cases against all those people. And as you rightly pointed out, yes, there are more than 16 cases against Shrikant Pujari alone in many of the police stations here in Hubballi. And even the police commissioner, who spoke exclusively to India Today, has categorically said that there are several cases, including attempt to murder against Shrikant Pujari, and there were pending cases from a long time. And the government have given directions to all the police personnel and all the department within the police department, saying that they should clear all pending cases which is pending from a long time, which also includes Shrikant Pujari cases. And the police commissioner also categorically said that there were cases against him from a long time. He has involved in more than 16 cases. He is a rowdy sheeter, and accordingly they have followed the law and arrested him and produced in front of magistrate court, and they have also issued a judicial custody for him. So they said that they have followed the rules, and it is a routine protocol which has been followed by the cops whenever they have to clear the old cases, and that's what they had done even in this case. But BJP says that he has been targeted only for 1992 case, where he was being arrested post Babri Masjid demolition riots in Hubballi.
Okay, all right, Sagai Raj, thanks very much for joining us with those details. Let's get in quick responses from the BJP also on this. Let's take this across to Lakshmi Ashwin Gowda, BJP spokesperson from Karnataka. We also have Syed Asad Abbas with the Congress viewpoint on this. Let me begin also first with Lakshmi Ashwin Gowda. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has now released the list of 36 people who've been arrested for old unsolved cases which have now been opened up. Shrikant Pujari is the 32nd person on this list. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has also released all the other allegations, charges against Shrikant Pujari, which include gambling, which include several other allegations as well. Does the BJP then go ahead and defend all that Shrikant Pujari has done? Do you also defend all the 36 people, ma'am, who've been arrested?
Thanks for having me here, ma'am. The Siddaramaiah-led Congress government is often it is resorting to vendetta politics, vengeance politics, that they had to disinter 31-year-old case. It shows their rottling and the stagnating mindset and anti-Sanatana and anti-Hindu stance. The anti-Hindu stirs, the fires they have lit in the past has literally burnt them in the entire nation, that they are literally on the verge of extinction. The vote sharing formula within the INDIA bloc itself tells their extinction. They are a critically endangered species. The Congress party can be better described as the critically endangered one. The entire nation is set to open the Ram Mandir. The Congress government cannot withstand this, and the realities, it is getting resorted to the vendetta politics and started witch hunt against the anti-Hindus, anti-Sanatana Dharma.
No, but 1 second, ma'am, that's exactly what I'm telling you. That Siddaramaiah is saying, one, that it wasn't one person arrested, 36 people have been taken into custody. Second, Shrikant Pujari is someone who's got several charges, criminal charges against him. Are you saying he should be given a clean sheet just because he was a car sevak?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to tell you that. See, if Shrikant Pujari is branded as a criminal, what is Mr. D.K. Shivkumar then? We are having the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. What is D.K. Shivkumar then? Just because that he is innocent, just because that he is powerless, just because he is from a poor family, can he be branded as a criminal as having booked under his various sections that are ever known to the humankind? If he is called a criminal, what is Mr. D.K. Shivkumar then? He has to
Syed Asad Abbas respond. You've got the BJP saying that here's a man who's been targeted and he's been arrested, timed to the Ram Mandir inauguration.
The fact of the matter, Akshita ji, and also to the Honorable BJP spokesperson, let me pose you. If this man that you claim was innocent and, holier than thou and a saint, why, ma'am, why from so many years, from decades, why was he absconding? If you've categorically heard the Hubli Dharwad Police Commissioner, Renuka ji, it has been stated that this case is as per the court's orders. Not just him, but 36 others have been arrested with respect to the disposing of the old cases. Also, ma'am, I'd like to ask you, why is the great party like Bharatiya Janata Party behind an alleged criminal? If you even read the Supreme Court's verdict on Ram Janmabhoomi, they are also mentioned in the observation that those car sevaks involved in the demolition of Babri will be brought to the books of justice. So this is an alleged criminal who is also a car sevak who was involved in the demolition of Babri Masjid. Why, ma'am, why are you trying to support a gambler? Why are you trying to support a person who's got an attempt to murder case?
Okay, let Lakshmi Gowda respond. Lakshmi Gowda, yes or no? Does him being a car sevak absolve him of all his crimes?
Madam, they had disinterred 31-year-old case. What were they doing all these days? What is the timing? The timing of his arrest itself is
Ma'am, 36 people have been arrested right now. It's not an arrest of one person. 36 people have been arrested. Are you saying this should hit pause post 22nd January arrested?
They are saying that to maintain the law and order, they have arrested a criminal like Mr. They are saying him a criminal. What was their law and order doing when the vandalism and the recent hooliganism occurs in the name of Kannada with respect to the Kannada language? What were they doing? Are they paralyzed? Their administration was paralyzed. What were they doing?
Yeah,
they are showing the guise of maintaining the law and order. They were arrested.
I will answer that, ma'am.
What were they doing then?
The question raised by the BJP spokesperson is what was the government doing? It's barely about 6 months or 8 months this government has come into power. Respected ma'am, like I said to you earlier, if this man was innocent, why over the long decade, where was he hiding? Why was he absconding if he was innocent? He should have come up front of the courts. He should have reported himself to the police station. As a matter of fact, if you just heard the India Today exclusive with his son, he also agrees that haan, galti hui hai, but maaf kar dena chahiye, and so on and so forth. Ma'am, even if you leave this case, what about the 16 other case? Ma'am, your party, your chief ministers, MLAs, MPs, even if you support this man, you're still not above the law. Be it Shrikant Pujari or the 35 others who've been arrested, they all come under the prejudice of the law. So therefore, law above all else, ma'am, you can protest as much as you want, statewide, nationwide. But the fact is, this man's charge sheet must be read by you and Mr. B.Y. Vijayendra, the Karnataka State's BJP chief. Ma'am, if you see the charge sheet, it is clearly written that this man was absconding for years. In fact, decade was a term used. And the 16 cases, if you see, he is a rowdy sheeter, ma'am.
Okay,
Not
Lakshmi
one, but
Gowda, you want to
16 other
respond to
cases.
that? Do you want to respond to the fact that the son apologized, saying yes, his father committed a crime, should be forgiven now because it's been many years? Second, that he was absconding and was nabbed by the police. Third, that a criminal at the end of the day is a criminal.
And BJP is supporting a criminal?
Let me tell one thing, that the anti-Hindu stance, the anti-Sanatana Dharma stance, which is the basic tenet of our existence, the moment they lit the anti-Hindu fires in the nation, in the past, has literally burned them away in the entire country.
No, you're not answering my question,
They are on the verge of extinction. They are on the verge of extinction. The arrest of
Akshita ji, 10 seconds please to rebut that point.
31-year-old.
No, let us
Ma'am, 10 seconds to rebut that point. 10 seconds.
It is condemnable.
10 seconds.
The
Akshita ji.
anti-Hindu stance is condemnable. Their vigilant against the Hindu Rama Bhakts is condemnable.
Okay,
No, I will
okay,
answer
you're
that. I
continuing
will
to
answer
maintain that this is a targeting of a Ram Bhakt, though there have been charges, and Siddaramaiah responding to that. Saeed Abbas, as I run out of time, I'm giving you a chance to speak, but I also want you to respond. You're saying action should be taken against anyone, and this is what DK Shivkumar said. He said that anyone who hurts state's interests, nation's interests, there must be action against. In the course of all of this controversy, you've had a comment by BK Hariprasad saying a Godhra-like incident could happen in Karnataka. Surely that's also something that instigates, surely that's also something that could lead to problems.
Certainly, Akshita ji, I shall answer that. But quickly coming to the point, the BJP spokesperson has mentioned about him being a Ram Bhakt. Ma'am, I have great respect for the Ram Bhakt. When the Supreme Court verdict came out, we gladly saluted it, accepted it, and you'll see no Muslim of this country, apart from the Owaisi likes, will protest for their political benefit. But we appraise. I believe Maryada Purushottam Ram, in the words of Allama Iqbal, is Imam-e-Hind, a leader of India, and we respect that for a Ram Mandir. Ma'am, allow me to continue. The fact is, if Congress was anti-Hindu, ma'am, they got the largest mandate. They defeated your party. You think Hindus didn't vote for the Congress party to come into power? If they're really anti-Hindu, would vocally vote for them?
I'm running out of time. Abbas, just respond to my question on BK Hariprasad. I'm running out of time.
And I think, BK Hariprasad, by what he has meant is Godhra-like situation. If you leave anti-social elements who are alleged criminals, who got into the Babri Masjid demolition, people like Shrikant Pujari, they could definitely cause a ruckus. They could definitely cause a chaos. He said that the
BJP could instigate a situation, a Godhra-like incident in Karnataka. But we leave it at that. Saeed Abbas and Lakshmi Gowda, thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. The politics speaking in Karnataka, the BJP staged a statewide protest today demanding the release of Shrikant Pujari, even as the Congress says if he committed a crime 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, how does it matter? He is a criminal, he faces multiple charges and thereby will face the arm of the law. Let's focus on the politics that's playing out over Ram Mandir. The BJP and the opposition are facing off over the consecration ceremony that will happen on January 22nd. The Congress slammed the Modi government, accusing them of politicizing the Mandir inauguration, even asking if Prime Minister Modi will be there to unveil the upcoming mosque also in Ayodhya. Let's get you all of those reactions in our next report.
ये चुनाव की महीने हैं, मतलब प्रभु राम को इस्तेमाल करो हमारे चुनाव में तकदीर उजाला करने के लिए। हिंदुस्तान के आम लोगों के लिए राम की दरवाजा जिंदगी भर के लिए खुला रहना चाहिए। जो जब मर्जी जहां से जाए, अगर राम मंदिर जाना है तो मुफ्त में जाओ।
राम मंदिर एक धार्मिक मुद्दा है, वहां प्रधानमंत्री का उद्घाटन करने का क्या जरूरत है? अगर प्रधानमंत्री देश का प्रधानमंत्री होगा तो राम मंदिर भी उद्घाटन करना होगा। अयोध्या में धन्नीपुर में जो मस्जिद होगा उसका भी शिलान्यास उनको करना होगा। अगर प्रधानमंत्री का बात बोलो
Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis boasted about witnessing Babri demolition and mocked Uddhav Thackeray for his no-show.
हम पर जो कलंक बाबर ने लगाया था उस कलंक को हटाने का काम हम लोग कर रहे हैं और जो इस देश की आस्था है उस आस्था को प्रस्थापित किया जा रहा है तो ऐसे समय राजनीति करना ये बहुत ही ओछी बात है.
BJP's Ishwarappa threatened to raise all mosques built after destroying temples.
ಕಾಶಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭವ್ಯವಾದ ಕಾಶಿಯ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಸೀದಿ ಜಾಗ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಡೆದಾಕಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ. ಮಥುರಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ, ಕಾಶಿ, ಮಥುರಾ ಮೂರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ. ಆ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮೂರು ಕಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಭವ್ಯವಾದ ಹಿಂದೂ ಮಂದಿರಗಳು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Amid the Mandir slugfest, a massive shrine war erupted in Maharashtra, with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde promising to liberate the Haji Malang Dargah near Mumbai, which is believed to be built on a temple, prompting an attack from AIMIM's Owaisi.
आपल्या मनातल्या भावना मलंगड मुक्तीच्या बद्दल आहे त्या पूर्ण केल्याशिवाय हा एकनाथ शिंदे स्वस्थ बसणार नाही.
डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर और जो मोदी कैबिनेट के मंत्री हैं इन लोगों के हौसले इसलिए बढ़ चुके हैं क्योंकि जो जजमेंट आया है बाबरी मस्जिद के क्रिमिनल ट्रायल का और टाइटल डिस्प्यूट का जो मसला, तो उसके बाद ये लोग इनके हौसले बहुत बढ़ चुके हैं. इसलिए इस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं, अनारकी फैलाने की, इंसाइट करने की, प्रोवोक करने की.
Will dirty politics mar the biggest faith event of the year? Bureau Report, India Today.
Yogi Adityanath, meanwhile, in Jodhpur, has spoken on the entire controversy surrounding Sanatana Dharma after Udaynidhi Stalin's comment to the slew of politics that we've seen over it. Yogi Adityanath has said there's only one religion, and that is Sanatana Dharma. I want to play out for you what exactly the UP Chief Minister has said.
धर्म एक ही है और वो सनातन धर्म है. बाकी पर्सनैलिटियां हो सकती हैं, पंथ हो सकते हैं, संप्रदाय हो सकते हैं. हर देश, हर काम, हर परिस्थिति में जो अपनी जीवंतता को बनाए रखा है. दुनिया के अंदर बहुत कुछ आए, बहुत कुछ चले गए, लेकिन सनातन धर्म अपनी इस अनवरत यात्रा को सम और विषम परिस्थितियों का सामना करते हुए निरंतर बनाए हुए है.
And with that, I'm slipping into a short break. Coming up on the other side, we'll get you details of what exactly transpired in the Supreme Court when former Trinamool MP Mawa Moitra's case came up in the top court, challenging her Lok Sabha expulsion.
Is going to be that big newsmaker in 2024?
No, we live in the era of Prime Minister Modi.
Yeah.
I mean, make no mistake. And in that, the inauguration of the Ram Temple in the beginning of the year in January really marks a civilizational moment where you could agree or disagree, like it or hate it, but the fact is that there will be an India after this and there will be an India before this, because the center of gravity, which was quite left-leaning in our country for the first 70 plus years, has now shifted to the right.
It's not about election. Is India changing fundamentally in so many different ways? Some for the good, some for the bad. But I think that's my worry. I think we need to see the good and the bad. As observers, as sort of ringside observers that we have the privilege to look at. So whether it's the Ram Temple inauguration at the start of the year, the possibility that if the BJP gets a big majority, they'll push ahead with a uniform civil code. All these are contentious, many of these are contentious issues that need greater debate and dialogue.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Welcome back. It's been a day of setbacks for former TMC MP Mahua Moitra. Whether it is in the cash for query case where she was expelled from Lok Sabha, she challenged it in the Supreme Court but didn't get any immediate relief. The case has now been posted for March. Meanwhile, a fresh complaint has been filed by her ex-boyfriend Jay Anand Dehadrai, accusing Mahua of snooping on several people.
Days after Mahua Moitra was expelled for her involvement in the cash for query case, she now faces allegations of snooping. In a fresh complaint filed with the CBI by ex-boyfriend Jay Anand Dehadrai, Mahua Moitra is accused of spying on him with the help of the Bengal police. The detailed complaint alleges Mahua illegally obtained call records of Jay Anand after getting suspicious that he was having an affair with a German woman. The complaint further adds that Mahua has access to his entire CDR history with precise information about the individuals he's been in touch with, along with details of his phone location. Jay Anand Dehadrai, in his complaint, has claimed threat to his life.
ये इशू बहुत ही सीरियस है और इसमें कई लोग इन्वॉल्व हैं और जिनके खिलाफ मैंने कंप्लेंट की है उनके साथ कोई उड़ीसा के भी हैं जो उनको सपोर्ट और फाइनेंस कर रहे हैं. तो ये फाइट थोड़ी सी डेंजरस है लेकिन मैं हटने वाला नहीं हूँ.
Mahua, in her usual fiery style, responded to the allegations on X, urging the Home Ministry to set up a special director CBI to probe all complaints filed by her jilted ex. In no time though, Mahua pulled down the tweet, remaining silent since on the matter. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has declined interim relief to Mahua Moitra, has instead issued a notice to the Lok Sabha Secretary General over Mahua's petition against her expulsion. Court has asked the official to reply on the matter in 3 weeks' time. Bureau Report, India Today.
Over to more political news today. According to sources, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is likely to be appointed as a convener of the opposition India bloc. The Congress discussed this proposed appointment with Nitish Kumar and RJD chief Lalu Yadav. Other partners within the India bloc have also been consulted. Reportedly, are all on board. But the question looms on why this wasn't done earlier and whether it's a fear that Nitish Kumar could stray away from the India bloc that's led to now all parties saying he will be named as convener.
A crucial figure in uniting feuding opposition parties onto a common platform. A grassroots leader fluent in Hindi, the Chief Minister of Bihar. An advocate for marginalized communities, and now the head of the Janata Dal United. Following the BJP's resounding victory in the Hindi heartland this year, the opposition alliance appears to have chosen an official convener from the same region. According to alliance insiders, the Bihar Chief Minister is likely to assume the role within the coalition.
नीतीश कुमार जी बहुत सीनियर नेता है, मुख्यमंत्री तो छोड़ दीजिए बिहार के हैं, और हम सबको एक साथ लाने में उनका योगदान बड़ा है. तो अगर सहमति होती है तो मुझे लगता है कि उद्धव ठाकरे जी की तरफ से कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं होगा.
The India alliance is set to convene online this week to formalize the decision. Sources say the Congress has already engaged in discussions with Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav. Other coalition partners have also been consulted.
यद्यपि नीतीश कुमार जी का लंबा अनुभव है, उन्होंने ही इंडिया गठबंधन की एनडीए से अलग होने के बाद शुरुआत की थी. उन्होंने ही गैर कांग्रेसी दलों को कांग्रेस के साथ बैठाने में पटना में सफलता प्राप्त की थी. अगर उनको कन्वीनर बनाया जाता है तो ये संगठन के लिए बहुत लाभकारी होगा.
With the BJP seemingly holding a significant psychological advantage after its triumph in the Hindi heartland and the conclusion of its decades-old Ram Temple campaign, the India alliance is making last-minute efforts to revamp its leadership ahead of the Lok Sabha election. Bureau Report, India Today.
And with that report, I'm slipping into a short break here on India Today. Coming up on the other side is a news break, a horrifying one of a 27-year-old woman being allegedly murdered in a hotel in Gurugram.
After 31 years, Karnataka government have arrested Shrikant Pujari, who had involved in post-Ayodhya violence in Hubballi. And the family is crying foul with the government, saying that they have unnecessarily targeting the car sevak who have involved in the protests ahead of Ayodhya Ram Temple inauguration. Thank you so much for talking to India Today. आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं गवर्नमेंट को, मैडम? आपका हस्बैंड को अभी अरेस्ट किया गया है, आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं गवर्नमेंट को?
दुख हुआ जी, उन्होंने उधर राबने का उधर जाको बटे तो हमें क्या खाना जी, कौन ले घालना? अब छोरा भी फिर रहा, अभी मुझे भी आराम नहीं, वो देख को मुझे भी आराम नहीं जी, खाने को बंद होकर छोड़े हमारा घर में।
क्या मांगते हैं गवर्नमेंट से? आपका क्या डिमांड है गवर्नमेंट से?
गवर्नमेंट में मैं बोलता हूँ, बीजेपी कांग्रेस कुछ भी हमारा ये नहीं इश्यू नहीं है, हमारा ये विरोध करे तो तभी विरोध करे थे, अभी कुछ भी नहीं हमको। मैं बोल रहा हूँ करे सो गलती हुआ और तभी करे सो, अभी छोड़े तो रिलीज करे तो बस कर दो बोलते।
आप क्या मांगते हैं गवर्नमेंट और पुलिस से मैडम?
हाँ, हमारे पति को छोड़े तो अच्छा होता जी, ये राबने का हमारे राब को खाने का हमें बैठने को नहीं होता जी, हमारा क्या भी नहीं होते, हमको भी आराम नहीं, हमारे पति को हमने छोड़े तो अच्छा होता।
Horrifying story coming in from Gurugram of a 27-year-old woman allegedly being murdered at a hotel. The victim, identified as Divya Pahuja, was allegedly killed by the owner of the hotel, the City Point Hotel, where the killing took place. The accused has been identified as Abhijit Singh. It's alleged that Abhijit, along with his accomplices, committed the murder and then paid his associates 10 lakhs to dispose of her body. That's the visual that you see also on your screens from inside the City Point Hotel, where the accused are seen dragging out Divya's body. Now, the accused suspects were seen fleeing the scene in a blue BMW car, carrying Divya's body in the boot to get rid of it. The accused have now been taken into custody, but the body of the victim is yet to be recovered. The cops are tracing the CCTV footage. This is the footage on your screens from inside the hotel, the City Point Hotel, where she was allegedly murdered. The accused owns this hotel. Let's take this across to Arvind Ojha for more details. All right, we'll go to Arvind in just a bit. The investigation is still underway, but we understand that the hotel owner, Abhijit, who reportedly and allegedly committed this murder, has been arrested. He also paid off his associates about 10 lakhs to help get rid of the body, which is what you see on your screens. You see two men there carrying Divya's body, Divya Pahuja's body there, and dragging it out along the entire alley. After that, the next footage also that the cops are going through is of her body being put inside the boot of a blue BMW. Since then, they have no updates about where the body is. The accused have been taken into custody, are being interrogated, but right now the cops are awaiting leads on exactly where her body was kept and where it's been disposed of, allegedly. The model, 27-year-old Divya, was in fact in this hotel. This is the City Point Hotel in Gurugram, which is where the incident took place. Horrifying incident this, and look at that footage on your screens of the accused carrying the body out of the alley, essentially trying to cover up the crime. Arvind Oja is joining us with more details on this. Arvind, जो accused है इस केस में मेन accused अभिजीत और जो दो लोग वहाँ पे बॉडी लेकर जा रहे हैं उनको भी अरेस्ट कर चुके हैं, लेकिन अब तक बॉडी नहीं मिला।
नहीं, अभी तक बॉडी नहीं मिला, यही अपने आप में बड़ा सवाल है। जो गुरुग्राम पुलिस है वो अक्यूज, जो 3 अक्यूज अरेस्टेड हैं, उनको लेकर हरियाणा और पंजाब में सर्च ऑपरेशन चला रही है। BMW से ये स्टैब्लिश्ड हुआ है कि होटल के बाहर जो बॉडी है, पहले दिव्या पाहुजा को होटल के रूम में उसका मर्डर किया गया, उसके बाद बाकायदा CCTV में दिखाई भी दे रहा है जो इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सेस किया है, जिसमें 3 लोग बाकायदा।
Arvind, my apologies. I'm going to come back to you, but I want to play out a report that you filed for us earlier, where Arvind was at that very point, that particular alley and that corridor through which Divya's body is being dragged by the accused. He's told us exactly what's happened from that spot.
इस वक्त मैं गुरुग्राम के द सिटी पॉइंट होटल के अंदर मौजूद हूं और ये है कमरा नंबर 111। इसी कमरे में दिव्या पाहुजा की सनसनीखेज तरीके से हत्या की गई और उसके बाद बाकायदा CCTV में दिखाई भी दे रहा है कि जो दिव्या पाहुजा है उसकी लाश को 3 लोग यहां से चादर पर लेकर जाते हुए दिखाई दे रहे हैं। देखिए, ये जो होटल है, होटल के कमरे के ठीक बाहर ब्लड के स्पॉट आपको दिखाई दे रहे होंगे। ये जो ब्लड स्पॉट है, गुरुग्राम पुलिस की टीम FSL की टीम के साथ यहां पर आई थी और यहां से जो तमाम एविडेंस है वो कलेक्ट करके ले गई है। लेकिन जो दिव्या पाहुजा है उसकी हत्या इस होटल में की गई और तमाम जो सुराग है, ये देखिए, ये CCTV फुटेज है, इसी की मदद से जो फुटेज है वो हासिल की गई है, जिसमें साफ दिखाई दे रहा है कि दिव्या पाहुजा की लाश को अभिजीत, प्रकाश और इंद्रास, ये जो 3 लोग हैं वो लेकर चादर में यहां से दिखाई दे रहे हैं। अगर पूरी इस वारदात की बात की जाए तो दिव्या पाहुजा, अभिजीत और एक अन्य शख्स 2 जनवरी को सुबह 4 बजे इस होटल में दाखिल होते हैं और उसके बाद दिव्या भी इसमें दिखाई दे रही है। जाहिर सी बात है, दिव्या के वो जानकार रहे होंगे। उसके बाद वो कमरा नंबर 111 में जाते हैं। उसके बाद अंदर क्या होता है इसके बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं मिलती क्योंकि अंदर CCTV फुटेज नहीं है। लेकिन 2 जनवरी को कुछ घंटों के बाद कुछ लोग चादर में लाश ले जाते हुए दिखाई देते हैं। होटल के बाहर फिर ये दिखाई देता है कि BMW में, देखिए, खून के निशान यहां पर आपको दिखाई देंगे। जो आरोपियों है, आरोपी के चप्पल है और बाकायदा उसके बाद जो दिव्या पाहुजा है उसकी लाश को BMW में डालकर कहीं पर लेकर जाते हैं। इस मामले में गुरुग्राम पुलिस ने 3 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया है, जिसमें अभिजीत, प्रकाश और इंद्रास है। लेकिन सबसे बड़ा सवाल यही है कि दिव्या की लाश कहां है। दिव्या की लाश की तलाशी के लिए हरियाणा, पंजाब में लगातार जो गुरुग्राम पुलिस है वो आरोपियों के साथ तलाशी अभियान चला रही है। दिव्या पाहुजा पहले भी पुलिस के फाइलों में दर्ज है उसका नाम, क्योंकि साल 2016 में मुंबई में जब संदीप, एक कुख्यात गैंगस्टर था गुरुग्राम का, उसका इनकाउंटर हुआ था, उस दौरान मुंबई के होटल में दिव्या पाहुजा भी थी। तो ऐसे में सवाल ये उठता है कि क्या साल 2000 में जो कुख्यात गैंगस्टर संदीप का एनकाउंटर हुआ था, कहीं उसका बदला लेने के लिए दिव्या की हत्या तो नहीं की गई है। इन तमाम एंगल पर जो पुलिस है वो अपनी छानबीन, अपनी जांच कर रही है।
All right, truly horrifying incident, a murder taking place in the heart of Gurugram at the City Point Hotel. Accused taken into custody. The body is yet to be found. The cops are still investigating what was the motive for this horrifying crime. And that's all we have time for in this edition of 6 PM Prime. Thanks very much for tuning in. Coming up on the other side is Mission 2024 with Preeti Chaudhary. She'll be running you through all the latest on the India bloc, all set to name finally Nitish Kumar as the convener.
BJP is merely using CAA as a tool before elections, and this is quite evident from what Shantanu Thakur has been mentioning in his speech, where he says that he had never promised about that CAA would be implemented right after elections. So they are going back on what they have said. Not only that, they are double speaking.
हाउस में बिल नहीं पेश किया जाता तो हो जाएगा। इस पे क्या कहा जा सकता है? कई बार होता है कि हर चीज जो है गुब्बारा जैसा छोड़ दिया जाता है, उसी पे सब बयानबाजी आने लगता है, लेकिन होता कुछ नहीं है। तो ये चीजें आज आने दी जाएगी। और इस मामले में तो आप लोग सब लोग को पता है कि हमारे पार्टी का क्या स्टैंड रहा है। पहले भी पार्लियामेंट में इस चीज को लेकर के बात रखी गई थी।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
ये जो सीएम की बात, ये बात सुन के सबको पता चलते कि ये कोई तानाशाही दबंग बोल रहे हैं। तो ये इनके रवैया इस तरीके की है। राम सारे देश की है, लेकिन ये डराना, भड़काना, धमकाना, दबंगगिरी करना है इनके, ये रूख इनका ही है, दिखाना इनका ही काम है। इसलिए किसी को डराते हैं, लगता है। राम किसी को पेटेंट तो नहीं।
हम पर जो कलंक बाबर ने लगाया था, उस कलंक को हटाने का काम हम लोग कर रहे हैं। और जो इस देश की आस्था है, उस आस्था को प्रस्थापित किया जा रहा है। तो ऐसे समय राजनीति करना ये बहुत ही ओछी बात है। ये ऐसा समय है कि हम सारे मतभेदों को भुलाकर राम जी का नाम ले, राम जी को प्रणाम करें और पूरे देश को राममय बनाए।
प्रेजेंटेड बाय आपका जॉय, भारत का जॉय, जॉय ई बाइक। पावर्ड बाय टाटा पावर, दुनिया किसके हवाले। को पावर्ड बाय पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी, वडोदरा, गुजरात। को पावर्ड बाय ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा। आर्सेलॉरमित्तल निपॉन स्टील इंडिया, बनाऊंगा मैं, बनेगा भारत।
Good evening, you're watching Mission 2024. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. The focus right on top. Will Nitish Kumar be made the convener of the India Alliance? Well, that's coming up next. But first up, let me take you through the headlines. Modi guarantee is the buzzword in the Prime Minister's mega Nari Shakti outreach in Kerala. Prime Minister hits out at Congress-left alliance for undermining women. Says his government freed Muslim women from triple talaq.